Okay, so get this. We're diving into AI stocks today. But not just who's big now. Like, you know who could be bigger than Nvidia in a few years? Ready for this?
It's wild how fast AI is changing everything, right? Not just tech anymore. It's everything.
Exactly. And we're talking about this Motley Fool article. It just dropped this prediction. Prediction. 2 unstoppable AI stocks will be worth more than Nvidia stock by 2028 or sooner. Meta, the Facebook and Instagram folks, and Alphabet, the Google giant, might actually eclipse Nvidia.
Bold claim for sure, but when you look at how many people Meta and Alphabet reach, their user base is huge, and they're already using AI everywhere. It kind of makes sense.
Okay, so Nvidia, they're no jokes. Stock is up over 170% this year. They're the second most valuable company globally, worth a cool $3.3 trillion. But could Meta at $1.4 trillion or Alphabet at $2 trillion really catch up and overtake them? Analysts are saying Meta could hit $3.4 trillion by 2028.
140% increase. And that's not even considering anything crazy happening. That prediction is based on how Meta's using AI, not just to make ads more personal, but to change how those ads actually work.
So it's not just about showing you shoes because you Googled sneakers last week, but using AI to figure out exactly what about those shoes will make you click buy now.
Exactly. And they've got the data to do it. Think about it. 4 of the top 7 social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, almost 3.3 billion people using those every day. That's a crazy amount of data to train their AI.
Like having a worldwide focus group 24/7, telling exactly what people want, what they react to. Wild. No wonder they're the second biggest ad tech company out there.
And it's not all happening behind the scenes. Over 500 million people are using Meta's AI assistant every month, and those AI recommendations, the ones that keep us scrolling forever, those have actually increased time spent on Facebook and Instagram. They're not just guessing what we want to see. They're using AI to figure it out.
So advertisers get more for their money, right? Over 1 million of them are using Meta's AI tools already. They're seeing a 7% increase in conversions. That's huge.
And Zuckerberg, Meta's CEO, he's basically saying this is just the beginning. He thinks AI can unlock even more advertising power. But here's where it gets really interesting. Meta isn't stopping there. They're going all in on augmented reality with those Orion holographic glasses.
Right, like stepping out of the phone into the real world. Remember that quote from Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
He said, "We're not too far off from being able to deliver great-looking glasses that let you seamlessly blend the physical and digital worlds." Straight out of sci-fi. But they're actually making it happen.
And the AR market is going to explode, like 38% growth every year until 2030. If Meta gets this right, we're not just talking about ads anymore. We're talking about changing how we interact with everything.
Okay, so that's Meta. Potentially going from social media to the metaverse. And AI is the bridge. But what about Alphabet? They already rule digital advertising. With Google Search and YouTube, where does AI fit into their plan?
Alphabet's like they've mastered the basics. They're already the biggest digital ad company out there. And they're using AI to make what they do even smarter, even better.
Like they're playing 3D chess. While everyone else is still learning checkers. So Google Search, it's more than just keywords now, right?
Right. They're using AI to understand what you mean when you search and give you even more relevant results.
Happier users and more engagement. Makes sense. And then there's YouTube, the king of U.S. streaming. How are they using AI?
They're using it to recommend videos. Keeps people watching. They're always refining those recommendations based on what people watch and enjoy.
Like YouTube has a psychic, predicting exactly what you want to watch next. And get this, they're launching a new AI video tool. It's called VO to help YouTubers make even better content. Talk about staying ahead of the game.
Right. Shows how committed they are to AI-driven content. But their ambitions are way bigger than just advertising.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about Google Cloud. They're the 3rd largest public cloud provider. And they're getting ground fast, mostly because of their powerful AI infrastructure.
Forrester Research actually just named Google a leader in AI solutions. That's a big deal. And the cloud computing market is about to explode, expected to grow like 21% every year until 2030. So Alphabet is in a great spot.
And then there's Waymo, their self-driving car company. That's a whole other level of disruption with AI. They're not just making cars drive themselves. They're trying to reinvent transportation.
Waymo is already valued at over $45 billion. And they're planning to expand to Austin and Atlanta next year. It's not just a cool project anymore. It's becoming real.
It's like Alphabet wants to be the AI company in every major industry. Advertising, cloud computing, transportation, even entertainment. They're not just messing around with AI. They're all in. So where does that leave us? We've got these 2 giants, Meta and Alphabet, using AI to change their businesses and honestly to change the world. But can they really pass Nvidia?
The next few years will be interesting, but one thing's for sure, it's a race, and it's going to be fascinating to watch.
All right, so we've covered those big names, Meta and Alphabet. But there's a whole world of AI out there. What about the companies that are kind of under the radar, using AI in ways that could make them the next big thing?
That's where it gets really exciting. There are companies out there quietly changing entire industries, and the investors who find them early, they could make a lot of money.
Okay, tell me more. Give me some names. Who should we be watching?
One that I think is really interesting is CrowdStrike. They're in cybersecurity, which is already a hot market, but what makes them stand out is how they use AI to fight attacks.
Cybersecurity and AI. Makes sense. Hackers are getting more sophisticated, so you need smarter defenses. What's CrowdStrike doing that's so different?
Their platform, it's called Falcon. It's basically an AI-powered security system. It analyzes trillions of security events every week, like having an army of digital detectives, always watching your network, looking for any sign of trouble.
So not just reacting to attacks,
Yeah.
but predicting them before they even happen.
Exactly. And the best part is, the more data it analyzes, the smarter it gets. It's always learning, adapting to new threats, which is super important these days. Cyber attacks are changing all the time.
And Wall Street's definitely paying attention. Analysts are predicting huge growth for them, like 33% a year for the next 3 years. CrowdStrike is definitely one to watch. All right, so that's CrowdStrike, using AI to keep us safe online. Who else is on your AI all-star list?
Another one I'm excited about is Datadog. They're all about observability for cloud applications. Think of it like this. As companies move more and more stuff to the cloud, things get really complicated, all these different systems and applications talking to each other. It gets hard to track what's going on.
Okay, so observability is like getting a clear picture of your cloud environment, like having X-ray vision into your IT stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And Datadog uses AI to make sense of all that data. Their platform takes in tons of information, from logs, metrics, traces, everything. And then their AI goes to work, analyzing it all, to find patterns, anomalies, potential issues.
So it's like an air traffic controller for your cloud apps, making sure everything's running smooth and preventing crashes.
That's a great analogy. And just like CrowdStrike, Datadog's system is always learning, getting better at finding and fixing problems before they become big issues.
So they're not just watching things, they're actively making things better. That's huge for companies that depend on the cloud. What kind of growth are we talking about?
Analysts are predicting earnings growth around 25% a year for Datadog. Over the next 3 years, they're riding the wave of cloud adoption and using AI to make it a smooth ride.
Okay, 2 for 2. CrowdStrike and Datadog, both using AI to solve really important problems. You're making me believe in AI as a growth engine. What's next on your list?
Next up, we've got MongoDB, and they're tackling databases. Now, databases might not sound as cool as cybersecurity or cloud computing, but they're the foundation of almost every digital service we use.
Databases, the unsung heroes of the digital world. How is MongoDB using AI to change things up?
Well, traditionally, managing databases has been really manual and time-consuming. It takes a lot of expertise. MongoDB is using AI to automate a lot of those tasks, like query optimization, performance tuning, even security monitoring.
So like an AI assistant for your database.
Yeah.
Taking care of all the boring stuff.
Yeah.
And letting the humans focus on strategy.
Exactly. This makes MongoDB's platform more efficient and also more accessible to companies that might not have a whole database team.
That's smart. Making powerful tech easier to use opens up so many possibilities. What kind of growth are they looking at?
Analysts are projecting around 27% annual earnings growth for MongoDB. Over the next 3 years, they're showing that even in a sector like databases, which seems kind of boring, AI can be a total game changer.
Okay, so we've got CrowdStrike keeping our network safe, Datadog making our cloud apps run better, and MongoDB making databases smarter and easier to use, all powered by AI. It feels like AI is the key to growth everywhere in tech.
That's the thing about AI. It's not just one technology, it's a toolbox. You can use it for almost any problem. And the companies that figure out how to use it well, they're going to have a big advantage.
It's a lot to think about, but it's exciting. Makes you want to buy stock in every AI company you can find. But seriously, for our listeners who want to get into AI investing, where do they even start?
It can be overwhelming for sure. I'd say start by thinking about the areas of tech you're most interested in, or the areas you think have the most potential.
So if you're into cybersecurity, check out CrowdStrike. Or if you think the cloud is the future, Datadog could be a good bet.
Exactly. Once you've found some sectors you like, start researching the companies in those areas. Look at their financials, their management team, and most importantly, how they're using AI to stand out and create value.
It's not just about jumping on the AI train. It's about finding companies that are really innovating with AI, solving real problems.
And remember, like with any investment, do your research, diversify your portfolio, and be ready for some ups and downs. The AI world is changing fast, so stay informed and be flexible.
Solid advice. So we've explored the world of AI stocks, from giants like Meta and Alphabet to up-and-comers like CrowdStrike, Datadog, and MongoDB. But AI is bigger than just money and stocks, right? It's a technology that could change society, change the world.
Absolutely. As AI gets more powerful, more common, we need to talk about what it means, the good and the bad. It's going to shape our future, so we all need to be part of shaping AI.
Okay, so we've talked about the big companies, the up-and-comers, and how AI is changing everything, from cybersecurity to databases. But what's next? Where is this all going? What's the future of AI?
That's the big question, isn't it? AI is moving so fast, it's almost like trying to predict the weather. But there are some trends. Give us a little peek into what the future might look like.
Okay, I'm listening. What are you seeing? What has you excited? Or maybe a little nervous?
One thing I'm watching closely is Edge AI. It's all about bringing AI power directly to devices instead of relying on the cloud.
So instead of sending data back and forth to a data center, the AI happens right there on your phone or your car or even your fridge.
Exactly. It opens up so many possibilities for applications that need to make decisions in real time, like self-driving cars that can react instantly to changing road conditions, or robots that can navigate complex environments without needing constant instructions from a server.
I see. It's like giving these devices their own brains so they can think and act on their own. No lag time, no waiting for the cloud. What else is out there?
Another cool development is explainable AI, or XAI. As AI systems get more complex, it's harder to understand how they make decisions. XAI tries to make AI more transparent so we can see the logic behind the algorithms.
So you don't just get an answer from the AI, you get an explanation of how it got that answer. That seems important, especially if we're going to trust AI with things like healthcare or financial decisions.
Absolutely. Transparency builds trust. And we need trust if we want people to use AI. And then, of course, there's the combination of AI with other big technologies, like quantum computing and blockchain.
Now, that's some sci-fi stuff. Quantum computing could give AI a huge boost in power, right? And blockchain could help manage all the data that AI needs, securely and transparently.
It's all pretty speculative right now, but the potential is incredible. We could be on the edge of a whole new AI revolution.
It's super exciting. But let's be realistic. AI investing has risks, too. What are some things investors should watch out for?
Well, there's a lot of hype around AI, and not all of it is real. Some companies are just using the AI label, even if AI isn't really important to their business.
So buyer beware, right? Do your research. Make sure the company's really doing what they say with AI.
Exactly. And then there's the government side of things. The regulations are always changing. Governments are still trying to figure out how to regulate AI, and that can be a problem for companies.
So regulations could help or hurt AI innovation, depending on how they're done.
Exactly. And then there's the competition. It's intense. You've got big tech companies with tons of money, and you've got small startups with new ideas. It's a tough market. Only the strong survive.
Sound like investing in AI is not for the faint of heart. You got to be ready for anything. But the rewards could be massive.
There's definitely risk. But that's true with any new technology. The important thing is to stay informed, spread out your investments, and focus on the long game.
So be smart. Don't get carried away by the excitement. But also, don't be afraid of AI's potential. It's been amazing exploring the world of AI stocks with you, learning about the companies, the trends, the risks, the possibilities. Any last words for our listeners as we wrap up this deep dive?
AI is one of the most important technologies we have. It's already changing how we live, how we work, how we interact with the world, and it's only going to get bigger. For investors, AI is a huge opportunity, but it's an opportunity that comes with responsibility. As we invest in AI, let's do it ethically, and let's work towards a future where AI helps everyone.
Well said. So as we finish this AI-powered deep dive, I encourage you all to keep exploring this world, stay curious, stay informed, and be part of the conversations that are shaping the future of AI. Thanks for joining us.